Okay. Hello, everyone, and good morning. Apparently, I have more space for this. Go on YouTube. Okay. I am Oracle Unicorn, and welcome to Shaman Messages on my YouTube. Yes. Thank you for coming. I have the Zodiacs going on my Facebook page. Oracle Unicorn. Facebook page Oracle Unicorn. Hashtag Oracle Unicorn. Yes. All right. So this is going to be a general reading for my feminines. I have not done one in a while for y'all. And I've been dishing out them zodiacs. So I actually haven't been on, well, y'all would know, my subscribers haven't been on YouTube for a minute and decided to make some coffee because I've already done 3 readings. So feminines, I almost did not do y'all's reading today. But I made some coffee, got something to eat, have myself a snack ready. And since this is a feminine reading, I do want to let y'all know about this really, really awesome book that I've been reading. And it has a lot to do with what the collective card readers are talking about when it comes to the consciousness of the feminine aspect and healing of the feminine aspect when it comes to nurturing and not being in a way too overly masculine or too overly feminine, but it's really awesome. So it's called The Mysteries of the Dark Moon, The Healing Power of the Dark Goddess by Demetra George. Yes, really amazing book. If you love consciousness type of understanding when it comes to the soul and stuff, definitely an amazing read. If you're going through a lot of healing dark night of the soul type energies when it comes to healing feminine aspects of yourself, an even more amazing book to read. It's beautiful. It's so amazing. I'm just hey y'all, this book. Okay, so let's get back into it, feminines. I am a little bit warm because I'm drinking coffee. So what are we going to do? Oh yeah, that's right. We're going all fade out on this one, okay? Yeah, I did feel the call for that. All right, so. And for the men cross-watchers, and if you are doing a lot of working when it comes to balancing your masculine self and your feminine self, the duality within yourself, that's a very good perspective on a lot of things too. So it's not just for the feminine, but it is written more on a feminine aspect for feminines. And the suppression of there is a lot in the beginning of suppression of femininity in the past and bringing up a lot of those things, but at the same time in that history, it's talking about the cycles of the moon and how things played out relating to the cycles of the moon and how we're able to understand certain cycles within our own self, soul healing and growth, and the cycles of the universe. With that, so it was, even though it has that in it, and it was a little bit rough for me to get through because it's all right, let's get back to the growth in this. But a lot of people would want to know the history, so I kind of skim read that. But it still is an amazing. Yeah, it's really got me captivated. All right, so feminines, very good. We have seeking resources, seeing more of fruition in your resources. You're having a resilientness in your conviction, standing in your truth, keeping your foot kind of put down when it comes in, put forward really when it comes to your truth, caring for your homing within yourself and keeping the focus and the I would say researching in the balancing act when it comes to yourself. For a lot of you, it probably is balancing the feminine and the masculine qualities of yourself with boundaries and how you relate with other people and kind of keeping an awareness, which is why I see that focus here with your the homing of yourself, the triggering of your emotions, the triggering of anything. Literally standing in this kind of like Empress. I see this as an Empress energy, like the empressship of yourself. Like I was feeling a lot of masculine energies in my readings, last 3 readings, and it was, I kept saying the masculines are standing in their emperorship. And this, with it being a feminine reading, I was just like, your empressship. So it's pretty cool. All right. What else we got for our feminines here? Wow, yeah, torch bearing. Goodness. You have very powerful feminine energy going on here. Balancing act in feminine energy. This is also being a torch bearer in the misunderstanding of intentions when it comes to certain unfair process. Yes. And being able to have a balanced justice of equal give and take with this. Okay. And kind of taking a closer look to a lot of these things, also relating to historical patterns, and possibly patterns in yourself, the separation of yourself, and really bringing a unison energy of different aspects of yourself. And it's like coming into a homing, a union self-care type of energy here. Okay. Seeing how a lot of these many parts being objective is coming to making a whole. A lot of these little pieces you're bringing together is showing a fulfillment, showing the door of your fulfillment towards a journey that is destined for you to go. It is destined. You're going to be defending this. You're going to be taking accountability in protection in this and seeking justice and just waiting for the opportunity to be able to step through that doorway, but not just waiting, okay? You are aligning as you're going through. Heavily alignment, especially with being a torchbearer through the darker aspects of cycles. Being able to express with other people about these darker aspects and cycles when it comes to separation of the self or unfair processes, and how to be able to heal through certain unfair processes and why certain things like that happen, and how it actually plays out better for you in the longer run, and that it's happening that way, cutting that way right now, because it's better for you for it to be cut off now than it is to keep initiation or a sense of not giving up the battle towards it. It's also playing in the enactment of practicing letting go. Okay. Yeah, I see that, because it's such a heart, it's close to your heart. It's very, it's like right there. It's something that you would never let go, but you're letting it go to the process type of thing. And that's this new reveal, homing with yourself that's coming in, or you are realizing, okay, however the cycles is within your own journey. Everyone gets there. It's just, taking time, enjoying your process as you're going through your certain levels, and taking time through your certain levels, knowing you're going to get there whenever the time and the process is meant to be there, and the connectivity is right there too, because the connectivity usually shows the doorway. I talk really fast when I've drank a lot of coffee, don't I? Okay, but I get a lot of information out, and usually that's why I talk fast, because I'm trying to get all of what I'm thinking out before I lose it. And it's like, I used to feel bad about it, but then it's like, oh, y'all can rewind it. If you miss certain things, you can rewind it, and you get it more grounded in with yourself than really I am, because I'm just having to move on and trust what I'm saying is exactly what's meant to come out. And in the beginning of doing this, that was so hard to do. It's like, what if I'm overthinking it? What if I'm envisioning certain things? What if I just want this to play into this, and that's why I'm saying it? And well, what if you're completely right, and it's the best thing in the world if you just listen and follow in it? Well, you know what? I'll take that as a clarification. Confirmation. A clarification of a confirmation. That part. Invigorating. See, you're feeling very invigorated about yourself, and the growth of your journey in life. I feel we're creating this change where we're not in a rush as much to grow up, but at the same time, we're not falling into sadness and despair in getting older, because I feel we are appreciating it more at a whole nother level. Getting older, kind of or emotionally maturing in areas, loving your past, even certain things that you feel were a mistake, loving it for the way it was because of the things it's taught you, how you've grown, and what it allows you to nourish in the future, or help you to understand how to nourish something in the future that you may not want to or would have had a fear of losing. Geez, feminine. Were y'all waiting on a reading or something? Holy cow. Were y'all like sitting there in your patience going, all right, I need to know what the energy field is going on here. That's awesome. Adventuring more in this homing, in the abundance, in the homing of yourself, and being able to nurture oneself in abundance through tribulation, because you do have tribulation here, okay? And enhancing yourself as a torchbearer, being able to repel adversity, I feel, and defending yourself through unfair processes, being able to grow and soothe oneself through the growth in understanding misunderstood intentions in separation of the self. That is also going to grow in a union, in a hidden home within the self, but understanding the process within unfair processes, like I was speaking about earlier. Nurturing the magic in the revealing act happening. Preserving your adaptation about your fulfillment. For some of you, you've had to completely re-envisioning your whole, what you thought your future would be built up into, and you're giving yourself more freedom. This is interesting because I feel, who else had this? Cancer also had this. Giving yourself more freedom to be able to really dream bigger. You're having some caution about this with service and tendency relating to service and giving of yourself so much. But I feel this is like a preservation in and practice in your perseverance, I would say, and perseverance, your perseverance in your heart's desires, fulfillment, a happy, fulfilling life. You're preserving this, but you're releasing a energy of feeling held back, having specific expectations in what you want your fulfillment to be, allowing yourself to dream more, but being very cautious in how you're giving yourself in a service type of way, okay? Because I feel of past unfair processes that's happened with you when it comes to collaboration and going into new chapters and preparation towards a destined, I would say, union, a partnership. Some of you, this is collaboration and work, and a lot of you feminines, this is definitely union energy. This is becoming union into within yourself, walking through the doorway of that and going into a surprise union with, I would say, a forever person or a soulmate for this time being, okay? Some of you, it's just a soulmate for this time being, but it's invigorating. It's loving, it's everything, but it's not everything. There's going to be more later on, but it's not going to fall apart in a heartbreak, okay? This is that's why there's caution in the service. You're listening to your heart. So if you feel you are and are hard on yourself about pulling back and not being as affectionate or in like loving energy as you would like, flow with the process of that. Allow the friendship and connectivity and keeping, intentions pure, okay? I feel there's an element here of allowing oneself to love, but keeping healthy boundaries for what your heart is being triggered about like how much of yourself to give in that, and how much of it is like showing you boundaries of the art of play, either with different dynamics. That's possibly friendship dynamics, and also work dynamics, and also family members, and also could be children, older children, when it comes to having this kind of, mature type of dynamic, or being able to communicate with them, and it not feel like an unfair process, or that it's a separation between you two just to try to have this conversation, or it's like an misunderstood intentions about the whole conversation, and it just blows up into pieces, and then it's just like, I keep trying, but I feel like I am doing the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. But I can't help it. My heart is pulling at me towards it. This compassion. This I feel there's a change of tendencies and accountability in this as well. And also, for some of you, you are seeking allies to your cause. You are coming together in collaboration with your cause, and it's purifying, building, and brightening. That is its destined path in this, and you will have clarity and caution, or courage, not caution, courage. You will have clarity and courage to this momentum level up, okay? A certain outcome, a consistency towards a certain outcome, and attracting strength, and enjoy the sacredcy, and the sacred protection over adversity, and through subdusive energy from adversity, being resourceful when it comes to sustaining the mystery, playing in the mystery between each of you, because I feel both of you actually like playing in the energies of mystery like that with each other. It's kind of like somehow a weird game. I'm not all the way for sure on that one. Okay, yeah, we do have a revisioning process here, with a sense of wonder, endless possibilities. You're growing into these endless possibilities. These endless possibilities are coming into fruition type of thing, growth. But there's this first love. There's a revisioning in the understanding in a first love with someone. You have a lot of courage here. You are just have high energy of courage, very high energy of courage. I feel some of you may have so much courage that it's practically an annoyance to submit and have patience, in a way, to allow the process to unfold. You feel like there's always something to do. And sometimes for some of you, it makes you miss your mark at times, but you always come back around to it. For some reason, you just do a little bit extra, but I feel that's because, in a way, your heart wants to be able to rejuvenate more in the future, which is why I feel your energy and your soul does this, is because you doing this now, even if you miss your mark and do it more, you're regenerating that in your future. You're just going to receive and attract more because of all the energy that's going to be flipped and pushed into play when the next wheel plays, or when the next kind of cycle of karma comes into play, finally coming into the fruition of your karma from however years or months that's you've been in cycle with, growing, watering, nurturing, all of that. I feel you're doing this at an excessive level just so you can do more, with less action. You're going to be able to do more with less action because you're doing more action with less result. Okay, so when that flips for you, you're going to have more result than you really have to do action. And then it's going to reflip, but you're when you see that happening, that sense of cycle in specific parts of your life happening, you're going to really be able to play with that more. You're going to bring it to a more harmonizing balance when you do that, because you're going to see how and when, what times during the year and whatnot is triggering your soul to do that. All right, 20 minutes. All right. You know what, feminines? I know what I want to get for you. All right. Your person wants to say they're listening to their heart. This is my infinite heart deck. These are always amazing when I use these. Okay. I don't want to spill my coffee. Okay. All right. I feel more comfortable now. Okay. What would the masculines like to say to their feminines? And if you're in more of a feminine energy in your life cycles, it would probably be your feminine wanting to say this to you, but they're in so much of this heightened masculine energy. I feel there's just some things that needs clearing before they can. And this is what they want to say to you. So however it really resonates with you, even though this is a feminine reading, it could resonate with someone that is more in a feminine cycle of their life that's a masculine, and they are in love with a feminine, but their feminine is more in the masculine energy. So it totally plays that way. I've seen it. It's so crazy. Okay, they want to let you know they're very invigorated with a lot of the awakening and healing they're going through. They're adventuring out with more of this healing, studying more of it, and they're going to be nourishing a lot of this soon, and they're going to be revealing the growth, the momentum, the revisioning process. And they're looking for the right words to express themselves about endless possibilities, or this energy of possibly defending growth, defending the magic and the first love at first sight energy here. This is what I see here. This is like they want to let you know they're trying to find the right words to express themselves about the fact that they had. This was like love at first. They're awakening to it being love at first sight. They had to heal through all this, and it's being illuminated to them. Okay, so that's for some of you, and they really see your inside beauty, and I feel they really want to say thank you because you help them to see their inside beauty. You help them to see the beauty in life, and they want to know if you will jump with them, or do you want to jump with me? There's a nurturing and magic. See, there's this union energy. I feel some of you, your masculine wants to know that like you will just kind of take a leap of faith and jump on an adventure with them and nurture this connection. They're rising from the ashes towards their fulfillment. They're preserving the connection, clarity. They're having clarity and courage to express that it was for some of you. They're trying to say it was them, and it wasn't you, but it was them the whole time. But they had to come to these conclusions and understandings that you were seeing too. And so it wasn't that you were really pushing them away. It was just that they were really kind of pushing you away because they want to be yours, but they wanted to understand, and they feel like they're like a shaman healer or a healer type of person, like you, and both of you are mirroring, an ending of a rough cycle and awakening and healing, and you're both feeling that the union is definitely coming in soon, and they're clarifying that you're going to be jumping, like taking a leap of faith and jumping with them. That y'all are going to just kind of jump into your new lives, which is why I feel there's this 10 here. And they want you to know they are like so in love with you that it's weird. They're like so in love with you that it's weird. That's exactly what I hear them saying. Like the reason why they pushed you away so much is because they're really actually truly so in love with you that it's freaking weird. And to them, it was unnatural to care for someone or to feel that much about someone, that it would have just turned toxic and it wouldn't have been good. And they want to tell you the truth about hopes and union, and they're still seeking, and the moon energy. They want to know, will you forgive them? You can really see their heart. And yes, you're right about eclipse surprise. Message is coming. $14. Some of them want to apologize, possibly about some of them it's probably about Valentine's Day, because the 14 just came up 2-3 times. So they want to know if you'll forgive them about Valentine's Day. Money was a problem. They have family issues relating to marriage, and you know what to do. And yes, things are working itself out with a karmic dynamic. There is a lot of clarity coming in, and it's Hakuna Matata, and they're listening. Hakuna Matata, no worries. Okay, you're the one. Oh, I feel like they also want to let you know, feminine, that they think it's, for those of you that are card readers or very like talented empaths, they want to let you know that you are practically basically right about freaking everything, and you are on time. You are so on time with things corresponding with my life. I didn't know what to say, nor did I even know what to think. That's where I feel like if you're having no communication with your masculine, that's exactly what they want to see in a way right now. This connection overwhelmed them, and it took a lot of awakening and healing and seeing certain things when it comes to money and certain karmic dynamics I see here, taking care of, seeking things in moon energy, seeing mirroring energy going on. We have Kiar and Kovu, so there's an element of Kiar and Kovu, basically two people really wanting to be together or in love with each other, but separated by family connective means, which is why I put Kovu and Kiara there, and that's from Lion King 2, if you don't know who Kovu and Kiara is. And enjoying now. They enjoy now more of the challenges, and they want you to know you know the truth. You are everything to me, and they message, I understand you. On my way to you. But that could be, any amount of time. That's not like on my way right now or on my way in a week, okay? So be wary about that card. There's dealings relating to kids and That's what block communication. That's the block communication is dealings with kids, new moon, and you're just perfect for me. Okay, so feminines, I think that is good because these cards always give me anxiety. I don't, kind of in a way I know why, but yeah, these cards always give me anxiety. So I got to move on from that. We have focus. So you have a double energy of focus here. All right. Let's focus on your path and your spiritual evolvement. All right. Let's see. 1, Hawk. 2, Sterling. That's cool. Hawk, that's like a message. And you ended up, feminines, with 3 counts of something here saying you're going to receive a message. 4 with this hawk being here. Oh, yeah. Focus. A tense a rockin'. Life is a divine dance to the music we hear and make. Faster acted drums sag to soothe erotic darkness with bells. Stop and listen to the music, not of the ear, but of the heart, the practice of the true magician or musician. How does your heart describe you as its host? Are you a true dreamer whose light shines through the weavings of existence, or are you a magnificent wild horse tethered to a merry-go-round? Be your heart and let it tell you who you are. Waves of music linger in echoes around you. Mount your wild horse and gallop from your heart through your arms and fingertips. Beyond all tethers into the freedom of creation, heed the eagle's call of the wild. 22, Spiritual Pathfinder. Life is a journey shrouded by a veil of uncertainty. Its path stretched elusively before you as you live your journey. It is your faith in the spiritual that is the catalyst and the torch that moves you forward and lights the way. Fortunately, the spiritual lives in all of us. A pathfinder shaman walks the trail before you, lending his hand into the form of extraordinary symbols. But this shaman is frightening at first because you are not sure what he is presenting to you. What is that he's carrying? A cross? If that doesn't resonate, what would? Perhaps a lightning bolt or a beautiful clay pot. What are your symbols? What is the central tree or post of your foundation? The Pathfinder stands in the physical but is overcome with the beauty of the spiritual. He offers all of his wisdom to you. Go deeply within to find that blue sky, your center. 15, Hawk. Oh, wow, and heron's right next to it. That's cool. All right, Hawk. I am Hawk, the majestic and visionary. I am the eyes of the gods. I am the whole picture. I have keen sight in seeing everything from every angle. I can see how today shapes tomorrow and how my future steers today. I am advantage and strategy and will always come prepared. If I am circling overheard, it is because you are not yet aligned or you are aligning with your future. Your path is balancing out, your motives are centering, and your higher mind is aligning. To be a visionary takes more than just seeing the path ahead. You must construct it, shape it, and ensure it spans far enough to complete your tasks. Does your current way of doing things support what you seek to accomplish? If not, change the course and create a new path. I encourage you to take a look at what drives you. You are perceptivity, you are the eyes of the universe, you are foresight, and you are Hawk. And then Starling. 33. I am Starling, the relinquishing of the ego. I am the binding of society. I am the way the entire world affects you, and the way you affect the entire world. I am unity. I am wholeness. You have reached a time when your work must be shared. Stop harboring your gifts. Stop hiding your wisdom. What you learn is only as good as how you use it to teach others. I am tradition. I am your ability to bring others together in meaningful ways. It is time to express. It is time to blend yourself into the bigger picture. Being group-minded doesn't mean giving up personal power, but rather allowing that power to shine brighter. You are gathering of like minds. You are the expansion of ideas. You are the catalyst, and you are Starling. Wow, beautiful. All right, there you go, feminists. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like and share. You never know who else that will see this, and it might be able to help them as well. And I am still doing taking personal readings. So if you would like that, the information is in the description below. And I will see y'all. Goodbye.